On the news tonight, over 100 inmates escaped from Suleja prison. Nigeria World Health Organization orders accelerate fight against malaria. Plus, more in the ever busy world of sports. A very good evening to you, and it's good to have you join us on News at 7 on NT Lagos Channel 10. I'm Anuluwapo Eluwachuki. Now the news in detail. A One Woman, One Three per year initiative is geared towards creating more awareness to issues of climate change and global warming, and it's been championed by the Opalai Foundation. Kenneth Nani reports that Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Judge Akume, unveiled the project designed to galvanize women to undertake planting of 90,000 economic trees in the North Central.
Wonderful. Let's start with trees.
The launch of the initiative to plant 90,000 economic trees in the north central part of the country with women in the forefront is in recognition of their role in nation building.
We have taken up the task of championing climate action with women as change agents.
Just as trees are the nurturers of our ecosystems, women are the nurturers of our societies.
For the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, some key government officials and other stakeholders, every citizen has a role to play in mitigating the impact of this global phenomenon.
Must all work together to protect the environment, to make it safe, to make it great for all of us.
In a message, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, says the tree planting project is in line with the Every Home a Garden competition initiative designed to allow women key into agriculture.
She's encouraging every woman to have a garden in their home because of the passion she has for nature.
The earth is suffering. The way the sun hit us now is not like before. So if you cut a tree, you replace one.
The foundation also signed a memorandum of understanding with partners to ensure the tree planting project is realized.
The tree planting campaign by Hope Alive Foundation is part of effort to encourage women to be part of ecosystem preservation, which serves as a catalyst in building a healthy environment for national development. Kenneth Nanim, NTA News.
A downpour last night that lasted several hours has pulled down part of the Suleja custodial facility in Niger State, including its perimeter fence, giving way to the escape of a total of 119 inmates of the facility. A statement by the FCT Command, Nigerian Correctional Service, indicates immediate activation of its recapturing mechanisms in conjunction with sister security agencies, which has led to recapture of 10 fleeing inmates who have been taken into custody while in a chase to recapture the others. The statement adds that the service is on top of the situation and urges members of the public to go about their businesses without fear of hindrance. The public is further enjoined to look out for the fleeing inmates and report any suspicious movement to the nearest security agency. And on health matters, in an effort to achieve global health equity, Nigeria, in collaboration with the World Health Organization and other partners, has intensified effort to combat malaria within its borders. Uche Ogachiko reported that this was brought to the fore as the country celebrates its 24th World Malaria Day with the theme accelerating the fight against malaria for a more equitable world.
Nigeria, burdened with malaria for decades, has been intensifying efforts to eliminate and control the disease through multiple strategies of prevention, treatment, and community engagement. Malaria remaining a leading cause of morbidity and mortality, especially among under 5 children and pregnant women. These efforts underscore the government's commitment to combating the public health challenge. With the slogan, "Let's change the narrative now," Nigerian government, supported by various partners, promised to do more.
More needs to be done because now we have what we call the perfect storm that is facing also resistance against our medications, resistance against our commodities.
Through robust surveillance, innovative interventions, and certain health systems, we've saved countless lives and reduced untold suffering.
We are working to empower every person, community, and country to be an equal, valued, and essential partner in the fight against malaria.
Please be assured that our collective work in building up a more equitable future that will be malaria-free is assured.
The concerted efforts are aimed at improving access to quality healthcare services, particularly in rural and underserved areas where malaria incidence is highest. Uche Ugochukwu, NTA News.
The nursing profession plays an integral role in providing frontline care and holistic health, which encompasses the physical, social, emotional, and spiritual needs of a patient in order to achieve optimal health and quality of life. This was disclosed at the first nursing induction and award ceremony held at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, Idiaraba. Details of this will be brought to you in our subsequent bulletin. You're still watching news at 7 on NT Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time out. Please don't go away.
It's Maltonic time!
Maltonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Maltonic time!
Happy Children's Day! Happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's fun time again when we celebrate our precious gifts from God. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party in commemoration of the International Children's Day with the theme Inclusion for Every Child. This year's edition will feature match past, beauty pageant, games, quiz, schools presentation, watch your favorite artist performance, bouncy castles, and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tejo Shoyaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006-286-0936 and Fadeke on 003-913-8161 and Jimo on 003-830-1669. NTA Lagos Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't miss it. Happy Children's Day!
Glad to have you back. You're still watching news at 7 on NT Lagos Channel 10. Not many are aware that certain harmful videos and voice notes shared on social media contribute to insecurity and could lead to war. The Nigerian Army and its shared responsibility has opened a seminar in Abia State to educate social media influencers, bloggers, and other stakeholders in the media industry and curtailing negative content on social media. Ikechukwu Ondukwe reports.
This is a shared responsibility backed upon by the Nigerian Army. 33rd in this series, it is an effort at sensitizing media practitioners, bloggers, online media influencers on the don'ts that actually undermine national security.
First lecture we have heard now, we have noticed that there are things we will do that will cause problem that can send us to jail, so we just have to be careful.
Enhancing national security through the responsible use of social media entails that operators do not spread fake news, fear, mistag, distort news, or post classical information, among others. Brigadier General Bola Keji, in a keynote address, says such harmful practices could lead to crisis.
Our collective mission is to combat the pernicious influence of fake news, hate speeches, and divisive content propagated through technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, voice modulation, video editing, among others.
This seminar also serves as a forum to efficiently equip the youthful and productive talent who are domiciled in the Old Southeast region.
Major General Hassan Dada, officer commanding 82 Division, Nigerian Army, Enugu, urged social media practitioners to be patriotic and avoid posts that depicts the nation in a bad light. The event is a non-kinetic effort of the Nigerian Army to maintain national security. Ikechukundukwe, NTA News.
About 130 whales were rescued from Mass Beach in Western Australia. Press Chikuma has details of these and more on our foreign desk.
Wildlife officials from the development of parks and wildlife were present with experienced veterinarians who tried to save the lives of stranded whales. Rescue teams rushed to the beach located in the coastal town of Dunshborough, south of Perth. In total, 130 whales were returned to the sea after a total of 160 were beached, according to the DPAW service, Western Australia. However, about 28 whales died. In progression, World Malaria Day holds on 25th of April yearly to make awareness on the global effects to control malaria. The development of Anti-Malaria Day as a worldwide event has roots to the Africa Malaria Day. It is an event that has been observed since 2001 by African countries. The World Health Organization Global Malaria Program is responsible for Nollywood actor.
Up next is entertainment news with Mary F. Young as our guide.
Because he has set up a gym at his home due to the scantily dressed ladies at the public gym, who according to him is a distraction. However, the movie star has publicly begged ladies at the gym to dress decently and stop leading men into temptation. Furthermore, Davido Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has disclosed in an interview artists he loves working with. He mentioned Chris Brown, Kiss Daniel, and Zlatan Ibile as his favorites. On the foreign scene, American singer and songwriter Taylor Swift has caused a stir with new album, which is not up to a week and has already broken multiple records. Spotify has announced that TTDP, the Tortured Poets Department, has become the first album to cross the 1 billion streams within a week. And that is on entertainment news. I am Mary F. Young.
Many thanks, Mary, for that entertainment tidbits. Up next is Sport Updates with Bright Ebocho.
In view of their recent exploits at the 13th African Games in Ghana and the African Scrabble Championship in Lusaka, Zambia, President of the Nigerian Scrabble Federation, Choke Aka, is soliciting the partnership of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, to introduce Scrabble game as a sport in corporate organizations and schools in Nigeria, asserting that this would help improve mental health and could influence the quality of written and spoken English in Nigeria.
Could approach TCN and introduce to them what we call the team building challenge for them to inculcate amongst their staff and start a Scrabble championship amongst staff. Thereafter, we can now look at ways to partner with TCN on a broader scale where we take Scrabble either to the secondary schools, to the universities, or to the different clubhouses all over Nigeria.
To football, Edo Queens has secured the Super 6 ticket of the Nigerian Women Football League Premiership (NWFL) after an electrifying game at the Stephen Keshi Stadium in Delta State. The team picked an away point against the defending champions Delta Queens, finishing the match with a 1-0 draw. With their qualification for the Super 6, Edo Queens are now contenders to win the league. The Super 6 tournament will be a crucial test for their abilities and a chance for the Benin-based ladies to claim the top honor in Nigerian women's football for the first time. In the English Premier League, Everton secured its Premier League status following a 2-0 win and ending Liverpool's title chase. Manchester United boosted their European qualification aspirations after twice recovering from a goal down to claim a hard-fought 4-2 victory over Sheffield United. In other matches, Wolves lost 0-1 at home to Bournemouth, while Crystal Palace thrashed Newcastle 2-0. For Sports Update, Bright Ebuchu, NTA.
And that concludes the news at 7 on Lagos Channel 10. Many thanks for your time. Jason Moses is standing by for the Ogo translation of the news. I'm Oluwapo Oluwatuki. Good evening.
Mi kudodo ido mi kwabo lele di so enti Jesu ton Moses lele no atindo nyonu do po atindo po to podo po me wonyo titode e ko se do ayi to din na do di ke bo modo oyime nyonu le to po Nigeria to me yin o me go alo to didike bo ledo tin to de je ni no do na di odo aga o ton e to bi bepla o ledo mẹyìn òrùn dé mẹ kpọlọnà fọntẹ tó wà sọ ẹtàn náà ò lẹdọ mẹtàn nísìkà yìí ò dé sọ fọn yan sọ fìbí báyìí tó kọ ò àlọkọnagbẹdẹ ẹsẹ ìtọlọdọ àyí bọ lẹsọmẹtọ kẹlẹ náà ni ìtọlọdì ẹ báyìí tó gbọdọ ta ò tó gbọ Nàìjíríà tọmẹtọ ìyáàdọ mẹwìn ìwé bójúnà tán náà ò tó gbọ ọlú Nàìjíríà tán George Akume wẹ̀yìn ò mẹ ètí tó ìtọlọdì tó dẹ ẹsẹ dọ àyí nado modo ye go alo na onyonu le to titolome nado dike bo modo ye lo sube alo eyan to nu eyin ni no me le to ton ko ale sun o hode to yi le do ayan to bo me po to azon wa to po kutukutu nado dike bo modo o le do so yan wa pe to go when we ko yin yo do eyin do patin to le do me o afi yozo poto hiharapo wáyé ònúdé èdókè yàdọ̀ ẹnà lẹ́sùn òtúkra mọ̀kẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀nà kọ́lọ̀ náà ìrìnàmì àjọ tán lẹ́dọ̀ tògbólọ́mẹ̀ na ẹ̀yìn ònúdé ẹ̀lẹ́sùn dandan tó dín náà ó tòmẹ̀rún lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ náà tó mọ̀dọ̀ yẹ kọ́ àlọ́ náà ó hó ẹ̀gàdó lẹ́dọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ̀ ònúwẹ̀ mẹ́pọ̀ tó tòmẹ̀ wẹ̀tí tó lẹ́dọ̀ lọ́mẹ̀ kòtò sísan tó pọ̀ súnù káfíyànnù lọ́dọ̀ mọ̀dọ̀ yẹ tó àzọ́wà tó pọ̀ tìpá tó dín yọ̀n sílẹ̀ lọ́sùn wọ̀nyí kó dọ̀ ìná yóò tẹ dàgbé tó hólọ́mẹ̀ tó mọ̀dọ̀ yìí gbọ́ àwọn déhìí àlọ́ ìtàn pé nàdógó àlọ́ náà lẹ̀ tó. òyìnbẹ̀ òjìkùn déhìí jà tó sọ wọ̀nyí kó tó yàdọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ họ́ àdó èyí ọ̀gá pa dèmẹ̀ tó fi ọ̀gá tọ́ lẹ́nu ibi bẹ́ẹ̀ tó súlẹ̀jà bọ̀ yìnbẹ̀ èyí ọ̀gá tọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n yóò dé kò dra ọ̀pá bò kò hàn sọ yìí òye mẹ ẹyin ògàn tó ẹyin dọ̀ sọ àìtàn wẹ̀dọ̀pọ̀ tó kàn tàn wọ́n yóò dé ẹyin dọ̀ yìí kò hàn sọ yìí sọ ògàn pálọ́mẹ̀ tó débi tó hódọ̀ tó dín òwe kan tó gbọ̀dún dé tó gbọ̀ ògàn pásọ̀wé tó gbọ̀ Nàìjíríà tán tó Àbújá wẹ̀kọ̀ tó híàdọ̀ yìí kò tó àfọ̀ náà gbẹ̀tọ̀ yìí kò hàn yìí lọ́lẹ̀ bọ̀ yìí kò mọ àwọ̀ yìí wúlé tó yé mẹ́ tìgbà yìí mẹ́ èdèpò lẹ́ẹ̀wẹ̀ tó yàrá yìí kò hàn sọ ìbọ̀ yìí máa kọ́ mọ́ tó dín ìwà yìí rọ̀ tó mẹ́nu lẹ̀ dọ̀yìn ní tẹ́kùn bó tíì tó àchéjì tó wọlé ẹ̀pọ́nù náà mẹ́lẹ́ gbégbé mọ̀ òde tó yìí mẹ́rin yìí ó ga tó lẹ̀ èkó hàn sọ yìí dọ̀yìn ní jà lébò náà bàṣẹ òpónà sọ́fẹ́ lẹ̀ nàdọ́mọ́dọ̀ yìí yìí òde bọ̀ àlọ́ tó ikọ̀ ògà pásọ́fẹ́ tó gbọ́ Nàìjíríà tán tó yá dọ̀yìn tó àzọ́ wà tó kàn tó pọ̀ mẹ́ ẹ́ ò ọ̀zọ́ fẹ́ débòlẹ̀ tó gbó ìmẹ̀ náà tó di kẹ́wọ́ mọ́dọ̀ yìí yàn yìí bọ̀dọ̀mọ̀dọ̀ àlọ́pọ̀ tó yẹ kó ẹsẹ̀ wáyé tó kíá dọ̀ tòmánulẹ̀ nítorí bọ́tò kíkọ́ dọ̀ nùdẹ́màsẹ̀nù gbáyìí àtọ̀ nígbòye àhọ́lù náà wà sán tó bọ̀ ọ̀sán wà tọ́lẹ̀ dalẹ̀ tó mọ̀dọ̀ yìí sọ́bọ̀ àlọ́ tó yẹ kó bò wá wọlé yìí sùn mọ́ tó kàpá lọ́mẹ́. to afori de me na to dike o mondo over he yo de to danwa ledo ai moto mo kare do to menyugbe Africa to ji no yo de yo wa to boy depo ye ko yo de ke hun so titoreji na to mondo over si awutu depo to bo Nigeria to me o holo o yo de ye do to be he azan he ze do fo na to frin over he awutu de to titepon to file po to menyugbeji mo kare do to bo Nigeria to me lo so so me she mi to u she ko soko eni ko do o ye me he o azon wa to jijo so to bo Nigeria to kan to po me he o jijo so pe ai won to be the World Health Organization mo kere bodo o gbe fo le po wero you know wa son to po na to di ke mo do over si awutu we de po to bo Nigeria to me mo kere do me po wa son to go to fi de so you support un gale le to bo lo me we to ya do you know wa so te bo mo do over si to kla de po to bo lo me brebu e ha fra lo to je ka je so to kuno sin come que to rido
Want the best in music for and entertainment. NCA Blend, NCA Blend, for China, in sports and documentaries. NCA Blend, showing movies, cartoon and live talk show. Bad toys and go for nothing less. Station for excellence. NCA 10 station for excellence.
NTA 10 Station for Excellence.
Anunku, Ekabo, Ndewo, Angmaino. The program is In and Around. In and Around is an educative and enlightenment program that showcases lifestyle, arts, music, culture, and anything of unique interest. Watch In and Around. Don't miss it.
Happy Children's Day, Happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's fun time again when we celebrate our precious gifts from God. The annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party in commemoration of the International Children's Day with the theme Inclusion for Everyone. This year's edition will feature Match Past, Beauty Pageant, Games, Quiz, Schools Presentation, Watch Your Favorite Artist Performance, Bouncy Castles, and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedio Shoyaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006-286-0936 and Fadeke on 003-913-8161 and Jimo on 003-830-1669. NTA Lagos Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't miss it. Happy Children's Day!
In recent time, there have been many reported cases of road accidents involving articulated trucks, tankers, and enlarged containers, large metal boxes used for shipment, storage, and movement of goods, falling off the flatbed trailers conveying such, causing permanent disabilities or deaths to Nigerians, leaving in its wake sorrows, tears and blood. Whereas there are laws guiding the movement of truck and trailers, but there seems to be blatant disregard for the law, begging the question why the law and traffic enforcement agencies seem to be ineffectual in preventing the gruesome accidents and recklessness of the articulated trucks on the roads, particularly in Lagos City.
Until recently, when we started having an upsurge in the rate of crashes again, and it's an indication that something must have got amiss. And ever since we've gone into enforcement again, we've reactivated our enforcement, and we've also started another series of collaboration and intervention meetings. Even as at this time yesterday, the Corps Marshal, Boboyo Yemi, was at Department of Petroleum Products, where we had series of meetings with the management, still in the same line of this recent development as regards the tankers. And I've also been privileged to visit Nigerian Port Authority, where the loadings are always being made, where I had series of meetings too with the management, all tending towards curbing this menace.
1 million one is road. Nigeria roads are deplorable. Or I'll say most of the roads are deplorable. Yeah, let me applaud the federal government for they are trying their best to fix all the road, but some of the road are still deplorable, and it's one of the factors causing this accident.
According to research, there have been no fewer than 95 falling tanker incidents in Lagos since mid-August 2010. The report does not include falling container incidents, and many incidents involving trucks are hardly reported except when they claim casualties.
If the bad road is outrightly the cause of all these containers falling, then there's no Nigerian that will be able to move on Nigerian roads again. Because before you go there as a driver, some other trucks will have fallen. So how were they able to manage the road that the vehicle did not fall while they managed through that road? So why your own vehicle? You discover that some drivers don't have patience. Some drivers are under the influence of drugs. Some drivers are not well trained. And all these things attribute to a series of crashes we have involving drivers. How do you judge a driver that is already high before picking on that heavy truck with a full loaded container?
To forestall recurrence, those responsible for the accident must be prosecuted for criminal negligence and gross dereliction of responsibility. Also, the legislative framework to regulate the activities of operators of these articulated vehicles should be strengthened. The law should also provide a strong source of protection or remedy for individuals and communities negatively affected by the reckless activities of these operators.
Cosmopolitan Lagos is unarguably one of the largest cities in Africa, and equally so in the west coast of Africa. As a city with a huge population of over 22 million people, it is certainly filled with its own challenges and advantages. It is a transporter's natural habitat. Therefore, it is not a deceit to find the city filled of passengers daily trying to embark on commercial vehicles for journey to and from different destinations. As a result, there is an increased demand for transportation. Motorcycle transport, commonly called Okada, and tricycles, popularly called Keke, were introduced as another means of transportation to ease movement of people. Keke was introduced into the city of Lagos by the military administrator, Colonel Buba Marua, retired in the year 1996. It was then named after him as Keke Marua.
I think Keke is very convenient to take, and it takes you to your nearest destination. The bus stop is not so much like Downful, whereby you'll be getting down, shifting yourselves and the rest. It's a bit convenient, and I think it's a bit safer
Most time I'm going to the office, I take Keke. Keke goes straight to where I'm going direct. There is no go slow, no dropping nonsense bottle. Where there is no bus stop, dropping anyhow illegally. You understand?
Marua Keke is secure than Okada.
I prefer Keke more than bus because Keke is more faster than bus.
For example, if you rent in foreign, you understand me, you can't use it to compare Okada.
Ever since, Keke Marua has gained acceptance in many parts of the country as a means of transportation, although not without its myriad of challenges.
Presently, the challenges we are facing now is bad roads.
The NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advised the general public to make